Selling on Amazon can feel like you're trying to solve this impossibly complex puzzle. But what if there was a clear, step-by-step playbook you could just follow? Well, today, we're unlocking a powerful framework, pulling directly from expert advice to show you exactly how to grow your sales. Let's dive in. So, have you ever felt stuck, just trying to get your Amazon sales to climb? You're definitely not alone. It's a really complex marketplace out there. But what if the path to growth wasn't some big hidden secret, but actually a pretty straightforward framework that anyone can follow? That is exactly what we're going to break down today. Okay, first things first, we have to start at the very beginning, and that means building a rock-solid foundation. Before you even think about spending a single rupee on ads or dreaming about going global, your product listing has to be, well, perfect. This is the non-negotiable first step to succeeding on Amazon. Okay, let's break down the psychology here because it's really clever. A customer sees that 950 price, right? But then that 100 rupee shipping fee just feels like a penalty they get hit with at the last second. On the other hand, your price of $9.99 with free shipping, that feels honest, transparent, simple. It's not just about the final number. It's about removing that hesitation and making the customer feel like they're getting a much better, more straightforward deal. This right here, this is the classic mistake so many sellers make. They list features, not benefits. Stainless steel bottle tells a customer what it is, but telling them it keeps their water cold all day, that it's made of safe food-grade steel, and that it has a leak-proof design, now you're telling them why they should care. You're not just selling a product, you're selling a solution. On Amazon, you have to remember, your images are your storefront. A customer can't physically pick up your product, so your photos have to do all the heavy lifting. You got to show every angle, zoom in on the important details, and most importantly, show it being used in a real-life situation so they can picture it in their own life. Oh, and don't forget categorization. You need to make sure you're on the right digital aisle so the right people can actually find you. Okay, so our foundation is solid. Now it's time to get proactive and actually drive traffic. This is where we make the shift from just waiting for customers to hopefully find us to strategically bringing them right to our perfectly polished listings. Using Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, is an absolute game changer. And why is it such a big deal? The Prime badge. Customers are trained to look for that badge. It's this powerful little symbol of trust that instantly means fast, reliable, and free shipping. By using FBA, you're basically borrowing Amazon's entire reputation for logistics, and that gives you a massive competitive edge. Promotions are all about creating a little nudge. A simple time-sensitive offer like this one creates a sense of urgency. It's a little tap on the shoulder saying, hey, this great deal isn't going to be around forever. And that's often the final push someone needs to go from just browsing to actually clicking buy. And we can even get a little bit smarter with this. An offer like buy two, get 5% extra off is brilliant because it pushes up your average order value. So instead of just making one sale, you're giving the customer a good reason to buy more in a single go. It's a total win-win. They feel like they're getting an even better deal, and your revenue for that order just went up. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Amazon advertising, that sounds complicated, but honestly, it's not. Just think of it like paying to jump right to the front of the line at the exact moment a customer is looking for what you sell. They type in steel water bottle, your ad pops up at the very top, and one click takes them straight to your page. It's incredibly direct and super effective. For those of you who have your brand registered on Amazon, you get to unlock this awesome tool called A+ content. It lets you swap out that boring standard text description with a rich, almost magazine-style layout. You can add beautiful lifestyle images, helpful comparison charts, and even tell your brand story. It instantly makes your whole page look way more professional and trustworthy. All right, for this last part, let's pull back and look at the big picture. You've got your listing perfected, and you're driving traffic. The big question now is, how do you scale this into a real, long-term, maybe even global brand? Look, as you start to grow, your brand's reputation becomes everything. It is your most valuable asset, hands down. And nothing builds that reputation faster than just outstanding customer service. Replying quickly, solving problems effectively, that does more than just fix an issue. It creates loyal customers and it gets you those positive reviews that new shoppers rely on to make a buying decision. Now, just imagine this for a second. You take your product that's already doing well locally, and you put it in front of millions of brand new customers all over the world. That's the incredible power of Amazon global selling. Instead of being limited to just one country, you can tap into a worldwide customer base. The potential for growth here is just massive. And if you're thinking, international shipping and customs sound like a total nightmare, I get it. But FBA Export makes it surprisingly simple. You don't have to become some kind of logistics expert. A customer in another country orders your product, and Amazon handles the entire export process for you, right from your local inventory. It's global selling made easy. Wow, okay, we've covered a ton of ground here, from the tiniest details on your listing all the way up to a global growth strategy. So let's bring it all together into one simple playbook that you can start using right away. So here it is, all boiled down, your simple growth checklist. It all starts with a great offer. That's your competitive pricing and fast free shipping with FBA. Then you boost that with smart promotions and ads. All of this rests on the foundation of a high-quality listing. You keep the momentum going with excellent customer service. And finally, you scale it all by going global. You see? Every single step builds on the one before it. And there you have it. That's the framework. So the only question left is, what are you going to do first? What's the one thing you can do right now to make your Amazon business better? Are you going to fix your pricing? Rework a product description? Maybe launch your very first promotion? Don't try to do it all at once. Just pick one thing from this playbook and do it today. Trust me, that first step makes all the difference.